Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Benicia Christie Pedro and I am a contemporary Yupik dancer, writer, coach, wellness, and mental health advocate. I'm so excited to be sharing this story with you guys today, as I know that we are gaining some people here to this channel because of this very special event that I want to talk about. I feel personally to just kind of share a little bit of the history of my culture and why this moment that took place is so important. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, here in Alaska, in September, Lauren Daigle honored the Yupik Nation and our expression of worship. So that is a really huge deal because it's taken me forever to do this video. Like, I could have did it so long ago, but I literally was crying the entire time. If you've seen the video, if you haven't, I'll link it down in the description box below. But anyways, so I am Alaska Native and I'm African American. I'm very proud to be the daughter of my parents. You will see them on this channel, like, no shame, no blame. Like, they are raw, real, authentic, and I just love them so much. I come from two complete, like, different cultures, but also, you know, a lot of similarities. So what am I trying to say? I started dancing when I was very young, but it was more mainstream dancing. So like African's not mainstream, but tap, jazz, modern, ballet, and African. I did that up until I was about in middle school, and then I just started doing sports and just kind of danced on the side. I learned about my culture when I was in high school, but not necessarily anything very significant, just little bits and pieces here and there. I was a part of a Native program. That is actually how I got connected to Eleanor Roehl and her family through her daughter. We are the same age and we've danced together in the past, and I just adore her and love her. And yeah, so in this Native program, we were taken down to Haskell Indian Nations University, which used to be a old boarding school. If you don't know about the boarding schools, there's a lot of information coming out about them. I just remember going there, going to that land, and we literally went on a tour. I went out to the wetlands and I just started weeping, and I knew in my spirit, I was like, okay, I have to come to this school. I was about 19 years old at the time, trying to go to school here in Alaska, but it was perfect timing for me to just up and go as a young person and go to this tribal college that I didn't even know existed. Before I went to this school, Eleanor and her husband Robert invited me over to pray for me and just kind of give me a blessing to before I went, which I thought was, oh, that's really sweet, that's nice, you know. I wasn't expecting to receive what I received, and so I just think that this moment is like really critical and really special because it really set the tone for the next however many years of my life and everything that I'm experiencing now. In this prayer that she was blessing me with, she anointed my head, and it was a very, like, not very basic, it was very intentional, like, you know, that it would be a good thing and I would be safe and protected, and that I would move forward and like be everything that God has called me to be. But then, like, right at the end, she prays and she stops and she's like, you are able to worship as the Yupik woman you were created to be. And I remember I was just like, what? Like, what is she talking about? Like, I've danced my entire life. Like, I know about it and I worship God, you know, not necessarily through dance, but just in general, you know, growing up in a African American influenced home. That was kind of like my expression style of worship. And she said that to me and I was just like, And I had no idea at the time that she was a Yupik worship dancer. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know nothing about that, okay? So I get to this college, I get to this tribal college, and I start to learn my history. I had no idea the devastations that my family and my community had been through. And that essentially started me on this healing journey and getting to know God in a way that I never thought I could know him. And within the year that she had said that prayer, I was so proud to be a Yupik woman, that my mom, who doesn't dance and who hasn't taught me our language because of the boarding school system, she gifted me with all of my regalia. So that was the beginning of it. That was the beginning of all of it, because I was invited to a conference that was happening not even a week after she gifted me with all of these things. And I was invited to go on stage and to worship as a Yupik woman, for the first time ever in my life. A year after Eleanor had blessed me that I was, I could do that, and that was a thing. And as God was healing me and showing me who he really was and showing me how much he loved my family and my people, Eleanor and I started to dance together. I came home and graduated here with my bachelor's degree in Alaska, and we have been dancing together ever since, okay? Like, it's been over 6 years, and we literally just danced together last Friday. She has a very powerful testimony because she is a generation ahead of me. I know that there has been all kinds of things that have tried to come against her and her ministry, and I'm just so thankful that I have been blessed with somebody who has paved the way for me to be proud of who I am, to be proud of who I am as a Yupik woman, as well as an African American woman. And this moment of honor, because that's really what it was, just blew my mind. It blew my mind, and it wrecked me, because I know that having my cultural identity restored in my life has given me so much strength and so much authenticity in who I am, and understanding how much God really loves me. My people, as well as a lot of Native people, have been given a false image of who God is and what he thinks about us. We were told we were evil and that we're demonic and that we can't dance and we can't speak our language. And it's caused generations of devastation for our people and for our land and for our communities. Okay, this is why it's taking me forever to do this video. Because I just know how much more of a moment this really was. And for me, between God and I was like, whoa, God, you are so faithful, you are so good. And I know that there are First Nations people out there that are seeing this video and things are just breaking off of them. And that to me is my prayer, that if you are First Nation, or any nation for that matter, and you've been given this false image of who Jesus really is and who God really is and how he feels about you, you are so loved and you are seen, okay? And just the song itself, rescue, he'll send out an army, as Native people, in spirit, we are warriors, okay? That is a part of our DNA. That is a part of our authority and who we are created to be. And I just fully and truly believe that this is a time and this is an hour where so many generational hindrances are being broken off, because of people like Lauren, not even just this instance, but people like Lauren who are willing to humble themselves and to truly honor people who are different and honor different ways of worship. And I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity, that God entrusted me with that moment. It was all him. It was all him. It was all him. And I also just want to say a special thank you to Eleanor, who I love and I adore so much. She is a woman that has not only paved the way for me to dance, but to truly, truly receive a real and authentic God in a way that I never thought I could. Okay, I am someone who has dealt with suicidal thoughts. I've dealt with self-harm. I've dealt with abuse and destruction. And Like, the enemy has tried to take my life so many times. Like, I can't even put that into words. But having people in my life like Eleanor, who took me in and adopted me and spoke life over me and really, like, really truly paved the way, I'm just forever grateful, okay? Like, oh my gosh. So if you guys have not seen the video, I will link it down in the description box below. I know that it is blessing people all over, but like, family, that's all God, okay? That's all God and who he really and truly is. I'll also leave all of Eleanor Roehl and Robert Roehl, her husband. They have a ministry together. We meet about once a month, depending on the special activities or whatever's going on together with their ministry here in Anchorage, Alaska. If you are looking to get in contact with them, I will leave all of their stuff down in the description box below. And expect to see more special things, more special things coming from this channel. Wendell and I have traveled with Eleanor and Robert, and we dance together. They dance and minister with their ministry, and Wendell and I, you know, do our thing here. We're just proud to be who we are, and we're thankful to have the people that we have in our lives to pave the way for us and show us, you know, who we're created to be and speak life into us. And if you want to get connected to that, family, like, please do not hesitate to reach out. Gosh, I'm trying to think if there's something else I need to add. I think that's it. God bless you guys. May you know who you really are and be strengthened in who you really are. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. And there is a God who created you, who created your culture. And he is in love with you, okay? He's in love with you. And I believe that he's honoring you in this hour. All right, fam, be blessed. Bye.